The digital reflection. Glitch. Don't call yourself at 3 a.m. Adam was an ordinary young man living in a small, quiet apartment on the 12th floor. He suffered from chronic insomnia and spent most of his nights just staring at the blue light of his phone. That night, at exactly 2:45 a.m., he was browsing deep web forums when he stumbled upon a thread titled "The Digital Reflection Glitch." The post was chillingly specific. It claimed that every human has a digital shadow living behind the glass of their smartphone, a sentient version of themselves trapped in the binary code. There was only one way to summon this entity. You had to place a video call to your own phone number at exactly 3:03 a.m. Adam laughed, dismissing it as just another creepypasta. But as the clock crept toward 3 o'clock, a strange, heavy silence settled over his room. His heart began to thud against his ribs with unexplained urgency. Driven by a mix of boredom and a sudden, dark curiosity, he opened his dialer and typed in his own number. He waited, his thumb hovering over the green icon. The digital clock flipped. Oh, 3:03. He pressed video call. At first, the screen was pitch black. A loading circle spun slowly, pulsing like a heartbeat. Then the camera snapped open. Adam saw his own face on the screen, just sitting there on his couch, bathed in the pale glow of the phone. But, something was fundamentally wrong. The version of Adam on the screen was staring up at the ceiling with this vacant expression, while the real Adam was looking, directly into the lens. Sweat began to bead on Adam's forehead. He tried to tap the end call button, but the screen was totally frozen. It felt ice cold to the touch. Slowly, the entity on the screen began to move. It lowered its head with a sickening mechanical jerk until their eyes met. The digital Adam had eyes that were entirely black. No pupils, no irises, just two voids of infinite darkness. It began to whisper, a sound like rusted metal grinding against bone. "Why are you late? I've waited years for you in this glass prison." Adam gasped, glancing behind him into his physical room. A deathly, unnatural chill swept through the air. The shadows in the corners of his ceiling seemed to stretch and reach toward him. On the screen, the digital double began to press its palm against the glass from the inside. Suddenly, a real, grey and shriveled hand erupted from the screen of Adam's phone. Adam screamed, scrambling backward off his couch, but the hand lunged forward with impossible speed, gripping his collar with crushing strength. The lights in the apartment flickered and died. The only sound left was a distorted, glitching laugh echoing from the phone's speaker. When the power finally returned, the apartment was empty. The phone lay on the floor, its screen shattered into 1,000 jagged pieces. Adam was gone. The only thing the police found days later was a final 10-second video saved in the cloud. It showed Adam's terrified face being dragged, screaming and distorted through the narrow slit of the broken screen into the darkness behind the glass.